So today we'll be making a padded headband. We'll be making a padded headband, and we'll be making use of what we have to make a padded headband. I am sure you're familiar with the sponge. So that is what we'll be using. We'll be using this foamy side of it to make the padded headband. So stay tuned. So I'll just go ahead to remove the foam from each and every one of them. So I have this much. So what I will need to do, I will need to stick this foam on this plastic headband. I'll make sure that these foams are as close as possible. Just a bit of this, just for them to stick together. Just a bit of this too. So you need to press them together and hold. You may need to blow air just to hasten the drying process. If you cannot be patient enough for it to dry up by itself, you can cut a piece of foam here and just insert it, fill it up with it. Just fill it up. And you have to trim off. Just fill. This is what we joined, and this is what we filled up. So just fill it up. So whichever method works for you. You may want to fill it up, or you may want to join. Whatever works for you is fine. Then before you start sticking your foam on this bare headband, you may want to first wrap it with a ribbon. It's optional, but whatever you want, whatever works for you. So this is what I have. So the next thing I'll need to do is just to trim it off. I'll need to trim off the excess. So you may also want to add like another layer here. You may also want to add another layer, then you trim it off here, but I don't want it to be too high because this headband is not wide enough. If it were to be like 1.5 wide, I would have done that, but this is just an inch, so I'm cool this way. So The next thing I'm going to do is to trim off these edges. After trimming and all that, this is what I have here. Remember I said you can make it like a double layer, starting from here to like ending it here, but I'll just do it this way. In the videos I'll be making in the future, I'll be making a double layer like that. So the next thing I'll do now is to conceal these edges with a tool, something like, you may want to use a light ribbon or a light fabric. And if you are using a thick velvet, you may want to skip this part. I'm using a thin velvet, very light velvet, so the edges will show. So that's why I need to like wrap these edges up and just conceal it. So if you're using a thick velvet, just keep this process. So you have to be gentle about it. You don't have to press so hard on the foam, no. This is what I have here. So I'm just going to measure the length and the width. I have 17.5 here. I'll make it 18. Then that means 18 divided by 2 is 9. The middle will be 9. That should be the widest part. So I'm just going to measure around here. So I have like I have 3.5 here. So by the time I add the sewing allowance, it will be 4 inches. Then that's what we'll have here. I have 2 here. So I'm just going to cut 2.5. So I'm going to measure 4 by 18. So let's see what we have here. So this is 18. I have 18 here. So the middle will be 9 inches. On this 9, I'm going to measure 4 divided by 2 because this is folded into 2. So I'm going to measure 2 here. Then I have 2 here. So I'm just plus the 0.5 sewing allowance. I'm going to measure 1.25 here. I'll need to like leave like a space of 2 inches here. so as to join this fabric, so as to turn this fabric to the right side, and for us to insert this headband that we did. So then I will need to like make a cuff here, and here too. So I'll just sew along this part of the cuff. I'll be right back. So this is what we have here. The next thing we need to do is just to turn this in. So now we are moving to the hardest part of this headband. The hardest part is inserting this headband into this velvet material. Now something that will make the work easier is you using like a satin ribbon to wrap this. So it's just gonna this material will just like slide over it easily. But let's see. So all we need to do is just to insert these, making sure that this seam is at the back. As you insert, you pull. So the next thing I will need to do is just to use a needle and thread just to tack this place. So this is what we have here. So I'll just go ahead to like decorate it with something. So I'll just decorate with this gemstone. You know, you can leave it this way, or you can do any form of decoration. You can make a bow and just put on the side. You can make roses. You can just be creative about it, but just to make it simple. I'm just gonna place this gemstone on it from ear to ear. So I'm just gonna do like 2 rows of gemstone each. So I'll just need to peel the paper and just stick it on. That's all. It's just as I'll just stick it on it, centralizing it. So this is what we have here. So all you need to do is just to buy all the sponge and a headband, your favorite fabric, and that's all. If you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe, please, and please share this video with your friends.